Hello, today I'm going to review the Super Sonic figure from the Sonic Movie 3 figure from the Jakks Pacific line. And looking on the front of the box, it just says Super Sonic, to be expected from Super Sonic. And if I turn the box around, it says, Super Sonic is the ultimate form for Sonic in this state. His power is unmatched. Or is it? And if you see the movie, you know who kind of matches it. Hooks up a pretty good fight with him. I have the Super Shadow figure, so I do plan on posing these two together in a cool pose where they're like getting ready to do the live and learn pose, where they're kind of shaking each other's hands, getting ready to light up their power. That's why I opened both of these, is to do that pose on my shelf, because it's just going to look really cool. Anyway, on the back it says Chow Mascot Tails is a figure, Shadow is a figure, and Knuckles is a figure. Those are all good figures. I don't have the Chow Mascot Tails, but I have Shadow and Knuckles. Anyway, we'll go ahead and open them up. And I don't plan on keeping the boxes to these figures because they're all the same anyway. So we're going to open it up like that. And plus they kind of oversaturate the market with a lot of the Sonic 3 figures anyway, so I don't see their resale value going up too much compared to some of the other figures. I normally don't keep stuff in their boxes unless it's like an old vintage Sonic figure that I'm able to find, but sometimes you just like to have them on display. And this is one of those figures I'd like to have on display. So let me see. Oh, that's kind of weird. I was looking at the figure and he does not have the little restraints on his wrists like the Shadow one did, which is great because that means it's going to be easier to get him out of his packaging. I just find that kind of funny, the difference between those two. So we'll go ahead and pop them out. Gotta be careful with them. Let me kind of pry that open. Yeah, there you go. Gotta be careful with these joints on these figures. Don't want to damage that. And with all Sonic figures, any of the hedgehogs at least, they're hard to get out of the box when it comes to their quills. So might have to cut the box. Yeah, we're gonna cut the box, so it's not gonna come out like normal. I didn't mean to get the head of the figure. This is why I don't like doing this. I didn't leave a scratch though. Sorry, I had to get it close to make sure of that. There we go. Now we'll just get them out. Give me just a second to look at something on this figure. I just wanted to make sure of something. Nope. I was making sure the scissors didn't scratch the head. So anyway, there he is, Super Sonic. Really cool looking. You can see he kind of glows a little bit in the sliding with that golden fur color. Looks really cool. And I got Super Shadow right here, so we'll just go ahead and show both of those for comparison. This is such a cool matchup right here. If we had movie Super Silver, that ever ends up being a thing, we'll have a full trio, and that will be so cool to have all three of these together. I don't see them changing the figures around too much, so yeah, that's gonna be cool when that eventually happens, if that happens. But anyway, let's look at the details on this figure. So he has, I'm waiting on the camera to focus in, all of like the golden fur detailing going down him. Looks really cool. Has the kind of reflective eyes. They're red on Super Sonic, which looks really cool. And he has the gloves with the joints in them. I like those a lot. It's like the back wheels going down them. He has the tail on the back. He has just all that cool gold fur detail, and then he has his cool little shoes with tons of fabric detail on them. Let me just show the detail on these shoes on these figures. They go crazy with the detail on these things. Yeah, and I really like that. So yeah, I like the detail on this figure. So now we'll look at his articulation. He's got head articulation. This one's got a bit of a stiffer joint than that Shadow one. I don't mind that. He has butterfly joints in the shoulders, up and down shoulder articulation. You gotta be careful with these figures on the articulation. He has elbow articulation. He has hand and finger articulation, so you can do some cool poses with that. Knee articulation, hip articulation, so you can kind of bend them around like that. I like that a lot. Shoe articulation, just tons of good articulation. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. And I am going to try to get him in a cool pose. I'm gonna do something where he's not in a running pose. Let's see if I can pull off the Sonic Forces pose, maybe. I'm not looking at reference. I'm just trying to remember what that looked like. It was something like I'm shaking his fist at you or something, I think. It was something like that. I'm going to get him into a cool pose for the thumbnail. Well, I don't like that. There, the tape kind of popped into place. There's a cool pose. I like that. Very cool looking figure. In terms of Supersonic figures, they did the movie Supersonic from the second movie, and it was like 4 inches, but this one is way better than that one, I'd say. And then they've done the regular Supersonics, which don't have any of the fur detail or anything. So I'd say this is my favorite of the Supersonic figures. But anyway, definitely a 10 out of 10 figure. I don't really have any complaints about it. And the prices on these things are great for what you get. Very detailed figures. They could easily charge more for. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.